Tell me about cancel culture. We obviously saw this piece that came out in Harper's, a bit of a pushback to this cancel culture that also seems to have been already smeared in the last 24 hours. But it was J.K. Rowling and even people, you might say on the left, like Noam Chomsky and other people signing this thing that said, I think in effect, this had gone a bit too far. I don't know. What do you make of that and the cancel culture?
I didn't see this. I'm very curious about it. Chomsky signed it?
It was like 135 people from apparently left and right and black and white that basically signed a letter saying that this has gone too far. We're canceling people. And I think one of the best examples was the J.K. Rowling, her coming out and making these statements. And as opposed to having a talk about it or a debate about it, people are getting canceled.
To boycott her work. Yeah, boycott Harry Potter. Yeah, she came across a statement. What is it? People who menstruate. And she said, it's just the word for people who menstruate is women. And for that, she has been called a hater. To say that women menstruate and men don't is now to be considered a hater. It gives you an idea of how sick the mind is of a leftist. I mean, sick. It's not normal to believe such nonsense. So look, what is happening is at every leftist revolution, this happens. It starts to eat its own. The French Revolution put its own under the guillotine. The communists Stalin killed every one of his rivals. They even killed Trotsky, and he found them in Mexico and had him killed with an ice pick. This is what the left does. There's no exception. They're completely consistent. So this letter will have zero impact, absolutely zero impact, and they will continue to eat their own, just like they did with the Me Too thing and the guy, the senator from Minnesota. His name eludes me for a moment, but very famous senator and big guy on the left. And a couple of women said that, or there was a picture of him as a joke in a skit with his hands on the breast of a woman, and that ended his career. This is, look, I don't have any worries about this. I've never done anything untoward in this whole arena. So but I have to say that I wrote once a piece. My wife worked in her 20s, in her teens, late teens, as a waitress. The manager of the restaurant grabbed her breasts. She took his hands off her breasts and continued serving for the rest of the night, and somehow has survived to become a mother of two and a great wife, an incredible woman. I don't defend what that guy did. The guy was a boor, B-O-O-R. But I counsel women, because I do a lot of counseling, as it were, on my radio show, not just politics. You choose whether to be traumatized in some of these things. Now, if you're in battle and you see your buddy have his head blown off, that's trauma. But a guy puts his hand on your butt, that's rude, disgusting, boorish, pathetic, but not traumatic. It's like, I give a remote example. When I was younger, and it didn't happen often, but every so often a gay guy would, make a pass, so to speak, at me when I was a young guy. I remember other heterosexuals go, I'd kill that guy. I mean, they don't mean it literally. They'd get really angry. And I thought, why would you get angry? What is so terrible about it? You're not interested, tell them you're not interested and have a great day. Why are you angry? And I actually took it positively. I said, hey, if a gay guy finds me attractive, maybe women do. And I thought it was a great thing. I made true lemonade out of it. I mean, the ease with which people today are traumatized and get angry. This is another legacy of the left, is to make vast numbers of people unhappy. I wrote a book on happiness. Happiness is a very important thing in life. I have a motto: the happy make the world better, the unhappy make it worse. 20 years I've had a happiness hour in addition to the book that I've written on my radio show every week. Friday, the second hour of my show. By the way, in Britain or anywhere in the world, you could hear my show, DennisPrager.com. It's very important to be happy. There is no happy leftist. There are happy liberals. There are happy conservatives. There are no happy leftists. Look at the people in the protests. Not forget the violent ones. They're so angry. And listen, I have a riddle. I made up one riddle in my life. What do you call a happy black? Answer: a Republican.
What does that mean, Dennis?
It means that the Democrats thrive on making women unhappy, blacks unhappy, because the unhappy and angry woman will vote Democrat. The unhappy and angry black will vote Democrat, or Hispanic, or gay. Prager University, my very large group, we have on our board, we have a gay man married to a gay man. He's obviously conservative. He's on the board of Prager University. And I don't believe, by the way, as a religious Jew, I believe marriage is between a man and a woman. And he's happy to serve on the board. And I'm happy that he serves on the board. He respects the fact that I have that belief. I respect the fact that he is a terrific conservative, and we love each other. And that's the way conservatives work. We have principles, and we also are kind to people. So a happy gay is also more likely not to be a Democrat. But if you think society is screwing you, the Democrats are your party.
So they weaponize anger, is what they're doing.
They not just weaponize it, they create it. It's worse than that. They manufacture anger. America is a racist society. It's a manufactured lie to keep blacks voting Democrat, to keep hiring chancellors of diversity.